The D segment luxury sedan category is well and truly alive here in India despite all the talks of SUVs. Take the case of the Mercedes-Benz E-Class or the new A6 from Audi, or right here is the 2021 facelift 5 Series from BMW. It's got a lot of armaments on the outside as well as on the inside, and we're taking a closer look at all that's new. Showcased globally in late 2020 and brought to India just a while ago, the latest 5 Series is available in 3 variants: 530i M Sport, 530D Luxury line and the 530D M Sport. The one in this review is the petrol model 530i M Sport. The facelift 5 Series isn't a complicated cosmetic surgery. Instead, it is a delicate, intricate chin-up job. So you get now a more pronounced kidney grille up at the front, and overall it gels really well with the profile of the vehicle. Also, you just cannot miss the L-shaped DRLs. The circular DRLs now make way for these, and these are integrated into the LED adaptive headlights up at the front. The front bumper too has come in for a bit of a redesign, but there's not much happening in terms of design updates on the side. The BMW 5 Series continues to sit on 18-inch alloys, and the alloy design itself looks catchy as ever. But there is a lot of updates happening on the rear of the car as well. Now the tail light is in a 3D light format, and in fact is very catchy when you see it, especially during dawn or dusk conditions. So this has received an update here. The rear bumper also has been redesigned slightly. It's more towards the sportier side. The exhaust tips on both sides have chrome on them, and overall these small subtle changes on the design of the 5 Series makes it look a bit more aggressive, a bit more stylish and a bit more sporty. 18-inch alloys come as standard, but it is only the 530i and the 530D that is knitted with the M Sport package, which includes the LED laser lights I mentioned, slightly more aggressive bumpers and M brakes with dark blue calipers. Step inside and there are 2 updates that immediately catch your attention: a much larger 12.3-inch infotainment screen and updated upholstery. My review unit gets the cognac color theme, and these are your other options across variants. But my favorite update in the new 5 Series is definitely the larger infotainment screen here. It's a 12.3-inch infotainment screen. It's also a 12.3-inch driver display. The infotainment screen in particular can be operated through 3 ways depending on functionality. Obviously, the entire screen is touch, so you can make use of that. Then there are these rotary dials with buttons all around on the center console, so you can also use that. And a great feature to have is support for gesture control. So for example, if you want to increase the volume of your music, all you have to do is just draw a circle and the media volume increases, or a circle in the anti-clockwise direction and the volume reduces. So these small little gestures are really good for even better user experience inside the car. Then there's dimmable ambient lighting, wireless charging pad, electrically adjustable front seats, electrically operated sunroof, and 16-speaker 464-watt Harman Kardon sound system. Head-up display is only on the top-of-the-line 530D M Sport. Jump to the back seat and the updates are a bit hard to find. Yes, there's decent legroom, headroom and the likes, but here is where I feel the new E-Class just feels more luxurious, more premium. How does this BMW fight back though? Just check out the smart display key, which allows you to do this. Yes, you can actually push the car forward or back with just a press of the smart key and without you even being in the car. It may seem a little gimmicky, but it does have its practical use, especially if you are parked in a tight space. But what is a BMW if it isn't best experience from behind the wheel? The fun fact, the first generation of the 5 Series was brought in the year 1972, and by the time 1981 dawned, BMW replaced it with the second generation. That was also the time when the diesel engine made its debut. But by 1982, BMW had globally sold 700,000 units of the 5 Series. Now fast forward 4 decades and some of the core inherent strengths of the 5 Series, and in fact many BMWs, are still true. They have been enhanced, but the strengths do continue to lie in how the BMW drives. It is actually quite a shame to give this car to the chauffeur and instead choose to be in the back seat, because the 5 Series, like most BMWs, is a fun car to drive. Its inherent strengths lies in the fact that the car holds, it grips the road really well. So whether you're just ambling along at moderate speeds or you're speeding at triple digits, the BMW 5 Series just feels so reassured. BMW says that the 7th generation 5 Series is 100 kilos lighter than the 5 Series it replaces. And while statistically that may be true, thankfully it still is a nicely weighted car, so there is that reassuring factor feel when you're on the move. Now there's not much that has changed in how the new 5 Series handles itself, and that's actually a great thing, because I've always maintained in most of my reviews that when there is no need to fix something that's not broken, you don't go ahead and fix it. And frankly, far from the drive being broken in the 5 Series, this car continues to handle just so well, whether you're taking the highway roads or you're managing and negotiating city traffic conditions. The flip side though is that when you are taking turns at a relatively high speed, there is noticeable body roll on the back seats. There is bolstering on the front, so you won't feel it. But on the back, well, the passengers may not be all that comfortable even if you engage the sport mode. Speaking about the sport mode, it is once again the highlight of the 5 Series. I mean, you engage the sport mode, and from comfort or eco, the difference is so noticeable. In fact, it has a peppy feel to it even in those other modes, but when the 5 Series enters into that particularly dynamic sport mode, then it just comes into its elements and the handling becomes so much better, an enhanced experience, and definitely the driving enthusiast in you would really applaud the 5 Series and what it's capable of on the move. The new 5 Series has the task of playing a very balancing act. Not only does it have to take on some very formidable rivals in its direct competition, but also play the balancing act between the Grand Limousine on the one end and the 6 GT and the 7 Series on the other. But all the updates on the new 5 Series makes it a really good choice in its category. What do you think about the car, the review? Do let us know. But that's all that we have for you in this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more such videos.